What is good, everybody? Hope you are all fine and well this fine Wednesday afternoon, nice and sunny outside. Hope you're all good. Episode number 5 today. We're going to talk about mindset. Okay, mindset connected to binging, falling off diet, cheating on plan, yo-yo dieting, spinning your wheels, going round and round in circles, and never really ending up where you want to be. If you're a person who always seems to be good for a few days, then hit the fuck it button and have to start all over again. This is one for you because it's probably not down to anything else but your mindset, which is connected to the diet. So that's what we're going to talk about today. For anybody who isn't following me on Instagram, which I'm sure most of you are, but at Ricky Cosgrove Coaching, make sure you're following it if you're not already. This morning I put up a post in my stories asking pretty much what you wanted to hear from me about on episode number 5. So twice mindset came up, 2 times mindset came up, so that's why we're talking about mindset today. But also some of the other ones which came up were quite good ones, and we are definitely going to talk about those as well in coming episodes. One of them was how to have a pint emoji, how to have a drink when pubs open but still get a 6-pack. So, awesome one. I will cover that as well. Another one, training routines for gyms opening. I will cover that as well. Then, how to keep motivated was also another one. How to keep motivated can kind of come into this one a wee bit, but more so in this one I want to cover the mindset around sort of food being good and being bad, and whenever you fall off track, people hitting the fuck it button and going absolutely nuts. So that's what we're going to cover today. Mindset, episode number 5. Play the intro. You're now listening to the Caffeine and Coaching Podcast by Ricky Cosgrove. We talk everything from my caffeine addiction to the fact that I coach frustrated men and women to lose weight, get into shape, and bulletproof their confidence without having to give up the foods they love. Sit back, take some notes, and I will catch you in today's episode. So, mindset. Easter's just past us, okay? I had quite a lot of clients and team members which I said openly to everybody. I was like, listen, Easter's coming up. You're probably going to have some chocolate. You're probably going to have an Easter egg. Everybody does. It's natural. You want these things whenever Easter comes up. The key thing that we need to do is know that it's going to happen. Know that it's not going to knock us off track. Enjoy an Easter egg or whatever, takeaway, whatever you're going to have. Enjoy it and just start making steps forward again after we have it. There was some hesitations towards it because some of the team have 9 times out of 10, let's be honest, by the stage somebody gets to me and gets a part of my coaching team and asks me to help them along their journey, they've probably tried to get their goals quite a few times before by themselves, or they've tried the fad diets, which I'm against, the shakes, the meal replacements, all this here weird, and coffees and all this here shite. They've probably tried all this stuff before. They've tried and failed, they've yo-yoed up and down. Then eventually they bite the bullet, they reach out, they jump on coaching, and they inevitably start getting results. And it's not because there's any magic pill, it's not because of anything else apart from the mindset that I kind of try to instill in people whenever it comes to actually changing their life and their lifestyle, as opposed to always being on and off a diet. So yes, you go through a dieting phase, but ultimately, by the stage somebody's finished with me, I want them focusing more on lifestyle things and knowing that Easter, birthdays, Halloween, weddings, special occasions, Christmas, all this stuff, holidays, these are all going to come up every single year. So, whether you're in shape, out of shape, whether you're here or in bloody Bosnia or wherever, these things are going to come up every single year. 365 days until the next time whatever you've just been through comes up. So we have to work around them. We have to know how to manage them. And there's a reason why people are still getting progress, getting into shape, staying in shape, and navigating around these times of year. And 9 times out of 10, it's because of the mindset that they connect to it. Now, whenever Easter was coming up, and I said to the team, I was like, listen, everybody's going to enjoy an Easter egg. Go. Don't even look at the calorie-friendly ones or the protein Easter eggs. Go to the shop, go to the supermarket, look at the biggest, dirtiest, nicest Easter egg you can find, buy it, and go home, enjoy it. Relax, it's not going to knock you off track. You've made steps forward already. Even if you stay where you're at, or even if you do take one step back because of it, you've already came 6 steps forward. So taking one step back still means you're 5 steps further forward than what you were whenever you started. So that's the mindset shift that I tried to put into them, and it was very, very interesting because a lot of them had put in their check-in forms the week after Easter, saying that they've got such a better relationship now and a better mindset towards like things like Easter and special occasions, and they know how to navigate it now, and it's so good because the thing is, with people trying multiple things by themselves to get into shape and yo-yoing up and down and going around whirlwinds of progressing a wee bit, then shitting the bed, hitting the fug it button. It's a big red button that says fug it on it. 9 times out of 10, people will have a cheat meal or cheat day, or they'll fall off track. It'll come to the weekend, peer pressure, they go out for a meal, they go to the bar, they go for a kebab after a few pints, and they just press the fug it button and just say, fuck it, that's this week wrecked, that's that progress done, I'll start again next week. Or they'll let it prolong, or they'll let it roll into the following week, then they'll maybe let that week roll on to 2 weeks, and then right, I need to catch myself on, and I need to start this diet again. The reason that people keep doing this is because whenever they do have one of those bad things, again, I'm putting bad in quotation marks for anybody who is just listening and not watching, is because the bad thing has a negative mindset connected to it. Again, bad, it's bad, you shouldn't have that. I get it sometimes as well, where I may be out and about, or I'm out with people or at somebody's house or whatever, and they ask you if you want something, you're like, oh, or you order something in, or you take something, they're like, I didn't think you would eat stuff like that. Why? It's food. That's somebody that has a negative and a positive mindset towards certain foods, because they think that that was bad, that I had a bit of that food, or I ordered that takeaway, or I ate this, or I done that. And it's trying to come out of that mindset and away from that, because as I said, if you've made 6 steps forward, and even if you do take 1 step back on a Saturday, you're still 5 steps further forward than what you were when you started. But if you press the fug it button, that's whenever you ruin all the progress and all the steps forward that you've made. I still have team members on board right now who are having 5-6 beer at the weekend, who are having takeaways on a Saturday night, and they're still making steps forward. They're still, if you go onto my page, most of the people on the transformations, on the progress pictures and stuff that you see, they've enjoyed weekends, they've enjoyed Chineses, they've enjoyed takeaways, they've enjoyed drinks at the weekend. But it's because we have the correct mindset connected to it. It's because we know that if you're on track 6 days out of 7, and you multiply that by, I'm no mathematician, so if you times that by 6 months, you've only been off track 6 days out of 6 months. So we are what we do the most of the time. So most of the time you're being quote unquote good, and you're only a small fraction of the time doing something which you would relate to not so good. So it's important to know that, like, the reason people have the negative emotion to it is because they've tried and failed before, and each time they fail, they get that thought in their head that, right, again, I failed again. So it's negative in their head. They try again, they fail again. So it's instilling that negative mindset in their head. When really and truly, they don't have to. If they just didn't press that fuck it button, they had that meal that they wanted. If you want a fucking pizza, go and have a pizza. If you want a couple of donuts, have a couple of donuts. If you want a couple of beers with the lads, a couple of glasses of wine with the girls, have those. But know that as long as you're on track most of the time, you're going to continue to make steps forward, and it's important to know that and navigate that. So the same is to be said for Easter, the same is to be said for birthdays, Halloween, Christmas, all that kind of stuff, is that having one bad meal, again, quote unquote bad, shouldn't trigger that negative mindset in your head that I have to press the fuck it button now and go absolutely nuts for the next couple of weeks and then I'll get back on track afterwards. Because if you have went maybe 3 weeks of being good, then somebody's birthday comes up and you say, Ricky, it's Ashley's birthday on Saturday, we're going out for dinner and drinks, what should I do? It's fine, go out and have drinks and have something to eat. You've been good for 3.5 weeks, it's not going to do that much damage. Just make sure that you get back on track afterwards. The people who do the best aren't the people who are 100% perfect all the time, because to be honest, nobody really is. I could count on one hand, been coaching for 8 years, I can count on one hand the amount of people who have been absolutely perfect throughout their entire diet phase and throughout their entire journey. One hand in 8 years I can count, and I could probably just count it on a couple of fingers, to be honest. But the people who do the best are the people who can get straight back on track again. I have dieted, I have got ready for a photo shoot, and I've also cheated. I've had ordered a Domino's one night. One other time I ate a full packet of chocolate digestives. And the reason why that didn't knock me off track is because, yes, I was depriving myself to a certain extent where I was really, really craving that and stuff. And that's neither here nor there whenever it comes to sort of getting into a lifestyle. That's taking things to a little bit of an extreme, going for photo shoots and competitions and stuff like that. But I had that full packet of chocolate digestives and I clicked straight back into gear after it. I didn't have that negative mindset and I didn't hit the fuck it button and go absolutely nuts. I had them. I said, fuck, I shouldn't have done that, but let's move on from here, because I know if I get straight back on track again now, that's not going to cause me much damage, if anything at all. I'll probably just stay where I'm at that day and everything will be all good. So try to detach yourself away from that negative mindset of cheating on a diet, always going off and on diets and hitting that button, going off the rails for a couple of days, if not a couple of weeks, and then starting back again. If you really, really want a Chinese on a Saturday night, you can have a Chinese on a Saturday night and still make progress. If you have the correct plan in place, if you're on track, there are other 6 days out of that week, and you have a strategy in place for that day that you want the Chinese, you are going to be totally fine, even though you were quote unquote bad. Okay, so try to detach that negative mindset away whenever it comes to reaching your targets and goals and all that good stuff. So I find that with Easter passing us and the amount of positive comments from team members saying that what we spoke about in terms of mindset and having that Easter egg and being able to have it but not it throw us off track and fall into a binge cycle, and the positive feedback that came back from the team members, I also thought that it was very friggin' good, and I was really, really proud to read through the messages saying that my mindset has totally changed whenever it comes to food. My mindset is such a better place, blah, 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 blah. And then also you can switch that up and move mindset into a little bit of like motivation and stuff, because we'll talk about motivation as well today, right? So you have to be super, super clear whenever you start that simply not relying on motivation to get you to where you want to be. That's not going to be enough to get you there, because motivation comes, motivation goes, for everybody, not just you, not just me, everybody. Whenever somebody starts something, it's fresh in their head, they're ready to rock and roll, and they're excited about it. That soon fades. So that's why, if any of you have ever been on a strategy call with me, if any of you have ever messaged me about goals and stuff, I always ask why. So one of the questions is, where are you at right now? Where you want to get to, and why do you want to get there? So I don't ask the why question just for the sake of it, but it's very, very, very important to know why you want to reach that goal, because let's be honest, if you want to lose 2 stone and just tighten up a wee bit, feel good about yourself, that's all well and good. But see, whenever you're sitting at home and you've got steps to get, it could be snowing outside, or it could be super sunny and you just want to lie and chill out, or it could be snowing, as I say, and you just don't want to go out, but you have steps to get in because you've been a lazy shite during the day, you haven't got many steps, and you have to catch up on your steps. You look at your watch and say, Jesus, I've got a couple of thousand steps to do. I can't be bothered going out there tonight. If you only have your goal in mind of, I want to lose a couple of stone, I want to tighten up, I want to feel better and clothes and blah, blah, blah. I'm not diminishing that goal whatsoever, because that's a great goal to have. But you must remember why you want it. Your why can be connected. It's kind of connecting emotions to your goal. So why do you want to lose that 2 stone? Is it because you feel shit about yourself whenever you look in the mirror? Is it because somebody has made comments to you? Is it because you have a negative mindset connected to buying clothes in the shop and having to look for the bigger sizes, etc., and you don't want to feel like that anymore? Is it because the last time you were on holiday, you were walking around the pool and you constantly had like a big cover over you because you didn't want to wear a bathing suit, or whatever it is? It's normally down to confidence, self-esteem, feeling better within yourself and your skin and looking at yourself in the mirror, etc. But knowing these whys is very, very important, because whenever motivation drops, you can click in and you can sit there and say, all right, I know I've got 5,000 steps to get and I can't be absolutely cannot be arsed going outside. But if I don't go and do these things, and I sit here and order this Domino's, I'm going to continue feeling unconfident, unsatisfied with myself. I don't want to walk around the pool with a towel around me next time I'm on holiday. And you connect the emotion to it. That's what's going to make you get up from your chair and go and get those steps in. So it's determination over motivation. So yes, use motivation whenever it's there, whenever you see a progress picture of yourself and you feel motivated, whenever you get started and you're super eager to get going, whenever you see progress happening on the scale and it motivates you, use that motivation to its maximum. And whenever you've got it, absolutely milk it. But whenever it's not there, whenever it dips, whenever you're a wee bit tired, you can't really be bothered, determination and resilience is going to get you to where you want to be. And that's very important for remembering your why and why you wanted that target in the first place. Again, it's just a mindset shift. It's just a mindset shift. Every transformation starts from the neck up. So what I mean by that is transformation is all in your head. All in your head. Your body does what the head tells it to do. So transformation starts from the neck up. If you can get your mind right and get your mindset set in such a way where you forget about the negativity connected to everything, and all the negative stuff can get brushed to the side, and you think more positively, and you start using determination on top of motivation, and you can click those gears into place, you're going to find that you will, one, get way, way, way better results, but two, you're going to be able to keep those results long term, and also you'll find that your quality of life actually takes off as well, because a positive mindset is contagious. It kind of leaks into other aspects of your life. So not only are you going to get into shape, your relationships are going to be better, you're going to be more fun to be around, you're going to be more entertaining, you're going to have more energy, you're going to be instead of walking around the pool with your head down, cover over you and being all down in the dumps, you're going to have the towel off, you're going to have your bathing suit on, you're going to be having a laugh, you're going to be having fun, and it then can drip feed into like your business life and your work life, because you can start performing better at work, you can start your own business and do well in that. I found that very, doing my first ever transformation, the work ethic and stuff that came involved in it helped me finally transition into working for myself and stuff like that. But that's kind of going off on a tangent on another route. But mindset and motivation can tie in together. Mindset around the negative foods, I'm just recapping on this one. So if you do want a pizza, have a pizza. You might stay where you're at for that day, you might even take a step back, but you've also came maybe 5-6 steps forward. So stop focusing so much on that one step back and focus more on those 5 steps forward that you're still ahead of where you were. It's kind of like pardon me, it's kind of like putting things on social media, putting a post up, and you get loads of positive comments. You maybe get 10, 20, 30, 40. Some people get hundreds of positive comments, but that one negative thing, that one negative feedback sticks out like a sore thumb. It's the same whenever I ask for reviews for programs and stuff, and I get loads and loads of people absolutely raving about it. And then I might get one that either didn't stick to the program, didn't suit them, blah blah blah, but they give a negative review, or they maybe said that it didn't suit them or something, and that really sticks in my head and it plays on me. It's the same if you put a photo up on Instagram, whatever, you might get loads of positive feedback, and then one bad comment is the one that everybody focuses and zooms in on and looks at, even though there's a shit ton of positivity there. And it's the same for with your food. So if you have one bad meal, you automatically laser in on that one bad meal, forgetting about, say you have 3 meals a day times 5, there's 15 meals that were good, and you've had one bad meal. That one bad meal isn't going to undo the 15 good meals. So you have to remember, one bad step back, forget about that and focus on how many steps you've actually taken forward. Get back on track straight away and continue to move forward. You're always going in the right direction. You're always moving forward. You're always going to be ahead of where you were at the start. So getting that mindset set properly is a big thing for you to get longevity in your progress. Then with motivation, absolutely milk it whenever it's there. Whenever it's not there, you have to know why you're doing this. You have to know why you want this. You have to be super clear on your why, so that you can be determined, you're super clear on it, and whenever you can't be arsed doing something, you physically just get it done anyway because you know why you want to get to those targets. So hopefully that made sense. We've been going for 22 minutes now, so guys, that's mindset and a little touch on motivation for episode number 5. Hopefully you found it useful. If you didn't, apologies, you just wasted 22 minutes of your life, but if you did find it positive, please just take a screenshot of whatever you're watching this on, share it to your Instagram, tag me in it, just so more people can benefit from hearing the things that we're going to talk about in the next few days and few weeks about pubs and places opening, how to navigate around those, etc, and getting back into normal life and getting back to gyms and stuff like that. So remember, transformation starts from the neck up. Think positively and positive things will always happen. Forget about the negativity, forget about the bad things that happen, and always laser in and make sure you're trying to focus on the positive things. If you're positive more than you're negative, you're going to continue moving forward. So peace out, have a good day, and I will talk to you in episode number 6.